Riga's city centre is home to architecture from a number of different eras. Residents say their city is like an open-air museum. Janis Driepe worked as an urban planner here for many years. He admires the city's architectural diversity.
Different parts of the city, it's like our history. You know, if you are living in a crossroads, so you have so different times. We had a German time, Russian time, Latvian time, Russian time ago, Swedish time, Polish time. So all these times somehow overlapping and left some traces.
Riga was founded in 1201 by a German bishop from the city of Bremen. In tribute to its founder, there's a sculpture of the Bremen town musicians outside the medieval St. Peter's Church. Riga has also been heavily influenced by Russian culture. In 1990, when Latvia ceased to be a Soviet republic, the city's old town was painstakingly restored. Nowadays, it enjoys UNESCO World Heritage status. It's particularly famous for its Art Nouveau architecture. No other city in the world can boast such a complete ensemble of Art Nouveau buildings.
At the very end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, Riga was the main seaport for Southern Russia. It was a vibrant cultural place. It was a center of the fashion of this time, and why Art Nouveau came to Riga. And now we have more than 800 buildings from this period.
The facades of the buildings are richly embellished, giving this area of Riga a sophisticated metropolitan feel. The city's Art Nouveau Museum shows how the movement had a wide influence that encompassed much more than just architecture. It grew out of avant-garde, a cultural phenomenon and a way of life for artists in the early 20th century who were looking for an alternative to the mainstream. Furniture and window adornments in this style are still popular today.
In Art Nouveau period, it's some kind of renaissance of stained glass, and you can see the nice motifs of plants and human beings and animals, and so it's a very colorful kind of art.
The modern-day equivalent of the avant-garde community has taken over Riga's typical wooden houses. Many of the Nordic buildings, similar to those found in Sweden and Russia, now house colorful cafes and galleries. Riga is divided by the Daugava River. The promenade along its left bank has recently become one of the city's most fashionable residential areas. It has plenty of waterfront charm, but also boasts ultra-modern glass-fronted high-rises. It's no surprise that the area is popular with young architects.
We have a lot of heritage on our ancient buildings and old buildings, but from another side, we have a lot of empty spaces. It's a nice place where skyscrapers must be, and why not? Riga is a very changing city.
A totally new district is under construction here on the left bank, complete with state-of-the-art buildings such as the new National Library.
If everything is totally changed, that you've got lost in a city. So we would like to have some kind of good balance between two of these things. The traditional way of living, life kind, and the new part. And it gives some contrast. It gives some flavor to our life, to the city space.
The project was put on hold for a long time because of the financial crisis. When it's completed, the futuristic landscape will be an interesting contrast to the city's historical old town.